Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game.
Live, y'all. Shout out to Sooner at Stone 18. Look, brother. Fun.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running inside, it's Shamanik. Makes it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
You know, there's a lot of receivers that would be scared running over the middle of the field on a slant throw like that, with those linebackers hovering around in there and those safeties coming crashing down. It's very brave play there by the slot receiver.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football going.
The give. Fights off a defender. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for it all. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing those go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the games. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it down the field. Breaks into the open on the left. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
And right down the middle. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that.
Go away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The give out of the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Got a little grass. At the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that, and we've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner corner so he can come up and make a play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down.
Throw the ball.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Gonna run it. It's Shamanic. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. The play action fake.
Throw the ball. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Throw the ball.
What
are you waiting for?
The end zone, but they were there to stop him.
I have no idea what the receiver's thinking on that. You make the catch. You got to get north. You got to go down right away. You cannot run backwards into your own end zone. Heads up play by the safety. He just tracked him down and is like, bro, you're going to run backwards? Great. You just made my job easier. And they get the 2 points.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Trying play action. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 10. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. No reason to think so far we won't see plenty more offense on display, or will the defense find an answer as we start the second quarter? So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Keeps it on first down. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
There's a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on them, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
Yeah.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
Come on, Ian, with the replay.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
What?
That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Ready. 4, ready.
Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Finding some room.
Right.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Huh?
And the point after is good.
Good kids. Choking with the choking people.
Bounces
Hey,
through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
We should have 80 by now.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Chapman. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Oh, he's got a chance. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Here's a little room there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Number 35, set to advance on the football.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. 3rd and California.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They go to the ground, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He's looking to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone, but the officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Don't just make a play. Make a play.
I'm a pro.
And score for the touchdown.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to
the
find an
O-line
open
pushed
guy.
him
You're
all
trying
the
to
way
negotiate
back.
the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, God.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
Ready.
For a physical attack from the gun. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll try the left side. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. These DBs going to give a little cushion. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go. Go.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Catch in the middle. It's Weeks. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Gain of 27 on the play. That's a 1st down for the offense.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The run inside. It's Oliver. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Got a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
Man, you
He
see
took
once
like
you start
4
to get to the red
steps.
zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can
Caught
make
it,
those
come
plays
down,
when
1,
you're
2, 3,
physically
can't throw the
getting
ball.
hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Set to kick it off.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Provo. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Wants to fire on second down. On target over the middle. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Running back didn't step up.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
winning play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Oliver. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played three quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Oliver. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for space. It's Shimonic. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40.
Here we go. Ready. Drive, 88. Ready, go. Go, go. Ready, go.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one.
Holding.
He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks free and he might be gone. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Oliver. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back.
Might have a chance. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Burks. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Provo. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Soft spot in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
What are you doing?
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Gonna look downfield again.
Move.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play?
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game.
Maybe some room here. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need 1 first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
Good game. Well coached. He's had some injuries this time. Alright, everyone, thanks for watching. Remember,